Hey there, rock stars. Sarah Robbins here, author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and creator of the CD series, the Rockstar Recruiting School, and my new one for leaders, the Masterclass Edition. Welcome to the Fear series, where all month long we're talking about common fears that we face in our business and how we can conquer them and persevere through them to truly live a life that we really love. Today I want to talk a little bit about that fear that a lot of us have, that we feel responsible, and I'm afraid if I bring somebody into the business, gosh, what if they fail? Well, you saw that quote. Well, what if they fly, right? One of my mentors always says, Sarah, you're not responsible ultimately for people's success or failure, right? I can't say, well, they were successful because of me, but I also can't say, well, they failed because of me, because I have people that are really successful on my team. You know, it's our name on a paycheck. It's independent distributorship. The company has a system. I provide a system. What we are responsible for is getting them off to a fast start. I'm going to say that again. You're not responsible for people's success or failure ultimately, but you are responsible to get them off to a great start. I was talking to a leader. Her name is Jody Watkins, and she's a part of one of the fastest growing teams within our team, our organization. And I said, you guys are doing all of the right things. Tell me, what are the top 3 things that you're focusing on when you start a new distributor strong? I'm going to share with you what she told me, and I hope that it just helps to refine your system a little bit and give you the confidence that you can do this. You can rock the fast start, or if you're in your business, maybe you don't have anybody on your team yet, how about rocking your restart, that you would restart your business, right? I mean, that would be pretty cool. Before I share with you what she told me, I want to tell you what our company's CEO said to me, and I'll never forget from the beginning of me starting. She said, Sarah, the first 72 hours in a new distributor's business are critical. She's been in the industry for decades. And she said that's when they really decide, if they're engaged in activity. They've got their first customer, whatever the case may be, if it's for them. So you really need to be in contact right away. So here's what Jody's doing with her team, focusing on these top 3 things. The first thing is they're having people reach out to 200 new people their first week in business. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the thing. Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. They used to say, well, let's do it in a month. And they realized by the time a month is gone, right? Human nature, we tend to procrastinate. By day 29, that distributor's deciding, should I start or not? And by then they may have already decided, you know what? Nothing's happened. Not yet, right? And so it's interesting. They give them language, so they empower them. And they say, you can email it. You can inbox it, you can text it, you can call with it. But here's the language, here's the little check boxes, right? Reach out to 200 people your first week. The average funeral has 200 people at it. If they were to go through their Facebook A through Z and their phone A through Z, they could probably at least get a quarter of that, right? If they were to really commit their time and effort during that first week. But then they prepare them and they say, not everybody's gonna say yes. You're gonna face the word no. No is not a 4-letter word. You're not going to die. I have yet to die doing this business. Trust me. But if I were to give this analogy and say, I'm a formerly shy kindergarten teacher. I'm a former kindergarten teacher. If I were to message 200 people and say, hey, I've got a job teaching kindergarten tomorrow. Want to do it? Maybe 10% or less probably would show interest. And of those, a few people would actually take action. So, really help to set those expectations. And then the moment somebody shows interest in the business or product, she says, get them on a call with me. Because it's my job from there to do the heavy lifting, to share, to handle questions and objections, and to get them started in the product or the business. So we leverage 3-way calls a lot in our organization. They provide third-party validation, social proof. It's a great learning tool for the new distributor to hear how their sponsor, their upline shares the story. And it's the best on-the-job training, truly. So the 3 of you on the phone. Second thing that they do, now we're not a party plan company, but we tell people to do launch events, grand openings when they start their business, because it's a great way to tell family and friends all at once what they're doing. So she says, I want you to plan 3 events your first 2 weekends, because remember how important those first few weeks are. Not your first couple months, your first 2 weekends. And she says, when you send out invitations, I want you to say, here's all 3 dates. Pick the one that works best for you, or come to all and bring a friend. And they're having great attendance because they're offering different options and availability. And of course, people feel welcome to bring a friend. These are my 3 grand opening dates. And then she tells them, you know what? Don't worry about even what to do. I'm going to show up and do these events for you and with you, and you're going to learn. Eventually, we're going to end up doing them together. If they're local, she goes. If they're long distance, you can Skype. The third thing is be active on social media. Share stories every day. A post today keeps leads coming your way. Now, if you haven't already seen my social media training, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/skincare consultants, or just Google Sarah Robbins Social Media Summit. Social Media Summit Part 1 is all about Facebook. I don't want to take a lot of time to talk about this today because it's a whole free 1-hour training, but I talk about how to generate leads online. It's all about sharing stories. So if your company has a product where you could see visible results, share a before and after picture every day. Let's face it, if you saw a picture of your friend's weight loss or anti-aging results every single day, eventually you'd say, okay, girl, what gives? Tell me more, right? What about sharing some success stories sprinkled in, places that you've been in the press? Prospecting is all about sharing stories. And again, she'll say, when somebody bites, when somebody shows interest, you invite them on a call with me. I'll do the work from there. So think about how brilliant that is. They can mix it up and post a couple times a day and post things about their kids and inspirational quotes, etc. But she's making sure that her distributors are really visible. And she'll say, follow me, follow other leaders in the company, copy, paste, post, do as we do. So those are the top 3 things. You think you can do that? Give them some language, work together with your leadership team to come up with something and say, put this out to 200 people. Here's 200 checkmark boxes. We made a little chart. Check them off as you go. And once you have someone interested, invite them on a call with me, or to a coffee, or to a presentation, whatever it is that you have in place for a system for them. Second thing, let's plan a couple launch events. I'll help you out. The third thing, be active on social media every single day. Follow my lead, do as I do, or do as the other leaders do. You can so do this. Now's your time. Get ready to shine. Rock your fast start with your newbies, or restart your business and try this out for yourself. And then with the new leaders that you will find on your team when you reach out to your 200 people this week and do 3 events this month and start posting once a day about your business. I can't wait to hear how it goes for you, and I would love to hear your thoughts and comments over on the blog at sarahrobbins.com. Rock on, rock stars.